A lot of you have probably found me from my prank videos, or you're an OG subscriber. Either way, I'm kind of at the point where I feel like, do any of y'all even like me anymore? I know that sounds sad to say, this may be a bit dramatic, but I kind of don't even know if any of y'all are even vibing with me these days. I was hesitant to make this video because I don't want to get judged, but this is life, and no matter what you do in life, you're gonna get judged, so screw it. I feel like it's time to get a little personal. I haven't made one of these vulnerable videos in a while, but I'm just gonna ask for your patience and understanding and hopefully your honesty. Where should we even begin? I feel like I kind of lost myself. With losing myself, I feel like I also lost a lot of you. And that's really hard for me to say and hard for me to feel, but that's how I feel. So I'm just gonna be raw and honest with you. Let's get into my lore, shall we? When I started my YouTube channel, I started it because I wanted to help people and it was just like a hobby. I remember when I started working out, I used to see so much content that I didn't know. It was misleading, it was fake, it was just a bunch of myths, and it stalled my journey so much, my fitness journey. And I was always thinking, I wanna make content that will help people not have to go through the same things that I had to go through. I literally went to school for exercise science. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel because I know the information I provide is gonna be true, it's gonna be reliable, and it's coming from somebody that literally has their degree in this. That's why I started my channel, because I wanted to help people and I just saw it as more of a hobby. At the time, I was a personal trainer at a commercial gym. I didn't think much about it when I first started. All I knew was it was fun to make content and I always loved watching YouTube, so I just wanted a channel of my own. And I remember the more that I made videos, the more I wanted to grow, the more I took it seriously. Instead of just a hobby, it became something that I really wanted to pursue as a full-time career. I remember in 2020, when we were all stuck at home, good times, I started feeling like my channel wasn't seeing the type of growth that I wanted it to see, and I started getting in this victim mindset, like, why isn't anybody supporting me? I deserve to be supported. Wow. You know the victim mindset that we all get into. I had an epiphany. I realized that if I wanted to be supported, maybe I needed to support other people. So what was the best way to support other people? Watching the videos, commenting, giving them a like, same things that would have been supportive to me. So I started doing that. Like my favorite fitness YouTubers, I would comment on their videos. It helped me actually so much. I started growing. My channel started getting more and more subscribers, and people started recognizing me from the comment section. And a lot of people would be like, oh, you're just commenting for your own marketing purposes. But that wasn't even why I started commenting. I literally just wanted to give people support because I feel like what you give is what you get. And I had no idea that it was gonna bring me the kind of growth that it started to bring me. And the more I started to grow, the more I wanted to grow. The people that I started watching, I became also more and more inspired by them. And I really dreamed of being where they were and working with them, like collabing with them one day. So I would put myself out there. I would ask people to collab, and at the time, I didn't see that as clout chasing. I just saw it like I'm going after something. Like, I'm gonna be brave enough to ask this person to work with me, even though I have a lot less subscribers than them. I feel like I'm gonna put myself out there, because you never know. But that's what I saw it as. I didn't see it like I was trying to get something from somebody. I just saw it like I looked up to them, so I wanted to work with them. And then I started to learn that people saw that as clout chasing. And the more I heard about it and people talked to me about it, the more it made sense to me. I was like, okay, yeah, why would somebody with that many subscribers want to work with somebody smaller? They probably do feel like you're just using them. I try to see it from that perspective and try to pull back on doing that a little bit. I didn't want people to feel like I was just using them. Obviously, nobody likes to be used. I don't like to be used. I don't like to use people. But I also started to get really lost in wanting approval from other people, especially my peers or like people that I saw that were in my field of work, that were where I wanted to be, but I was really new to the space. I was just learning. You learn as you go, you know? So I learned my lesson. I learned that that is very frowned upon, and I could see how that could look like you're just trying to get something from somebody, and that's not cool. I know in this generation, especially, people just expect to get rewarded for basically nothing. We expect the quick results. I don't want to be that person. I want to work and earn my respect, or earn whatever it is, like earn the success. I want to earn it. I don't want to hand out. I've never been the type of person that's like, why? Just give it to me just because I deserve it. No, I love working hard. I love earning things. Very old school in that sense. And I think it comes from being a bodybuilder, to be honest. But anyways, I got really, really lost in just wanting to feel included and feel like a part of something. And I wanted their validation so bad. Please, 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 if you feel the urge to judge me at this part, maybe just put yourself in my shoes, because I think everybody has felt this way at one point, where they just want to be accepted. Like, it's a really human thing to just want to be accepted and feel like you're a part of a tribe, because that's literally how we survived when we were in the caveman days. If you were excluded from the group, you probably weren't gonna survive. So it's just a very normal human thing to want to feel like you're a part of something. So since I learned that I had to earn people's respect and earn people wanting to work with me, I started going to this gym that almost made it worse. Me wanting the validation from other people, I think starting to go to this gym made that expand, because the more I was around all these people, it was very inspiring. But the more I just wanted their approval so bad. And I was very, very determined to get it. And I was very determined to work as hard as I can, to work my way up, to get to where they were. And I learned a lot from being around these people and from going to these gyms. At first, especially, it took a really, really long time for people to accept me. Some people never accepted me. And I learned that that's okay and that I don't need other people's validation. But at the time, I was still young. I was still growing up. I felt like if I don't have it, it's the end of the world, you know? Like, I think we've all been there, where we just want the approval of somebody so bad, and we'll do almost anything to get it. Not anything, but you know, we'll do a lot. We lose ourselves in the process. So I feel like I started to lose myself in just wanting so bad for this to be my career, wanting so bad to just fit in. On one hand, it makes sense, because yes, if you want this to be your career, you have to do things that people want to see. If people want to see you doing pranks, even if you don't want to do them, you have to do them if you want to make a living, or you have to figure it out and do something else. But like, it's a huge analytical game. Just social media in general is a huge analytical game, and sometimes the things that you want to do aren't going to be the things that grow you. Sometimes they are, and you're really, really lucky and blessed that that happens. But I just started trying everything, because this is how I make a living, y'all. I can't just be posting things that people don't want to see or that don't perform well if I want to make a living and if I want to feed myself and keep my lights on. I don't think some people understand that this is a real job. It's funny when people say it's not a real job, because it's like, if I'm making real money, it's a real job. Although I'm very, very lucky and blessed that this is my job, it just got to this point where it got kind of stressful, because I was like, what do people want to see? I'm trying so hard and it feels like all my efforts don't mean anything. So I was just grinding, trying new types of content, trying new things, trying to see what was going to perform well. It got to the point where if it performed well, I would keep making it, because that's what everybody tells you. If something does well, keep doing that thing. My friend actually suggested to me that I try to do the water bottle prank. So shout out to him, because that ended up being one of my biggest videos ever. I know pranks are really controversial. Some people absolutely hate them. Some people absolutely love them. There's almost no in between, it feels like. Personally, I have never had a problem with pranks. I've always actually loved watching prank videos. I think they're funny as long as they aren't actually harming somebody. I've always enjoyed them. So I had no problem making them, but I didn't realize how controversial they were. Although a lot of people loved them, also a lot of people did not. It's hard to tell sometimes whether or not people don't actually like the video, or if it's just the fact that it's getting so much exposure, because almost anything that gets millions and millions of views, you're gonna see hella negative comments. So sometimes it's like there might not even be anything wrong with the video itself. It's just haters gonna hate. I started doing the prank videos more and more, and I would also do just kind of like skit type of videos where I wasn't intentionally trying to say like it was a real video. I wanted it to be a skit, or I wanted it to just be like, obviously this isn't real, but it's funny, because that's how a lot of entertainment is. Like, entertainment TV is not real, but it's still entertaining. I would get that comment a lot on my videos. This is scripted, this is fake, this is staged. And a lot of it I was like, yeah, like that's the whole point, it's a skit, you know? And then I started noticing even the stuff that I would do for real, like the water bottle pranks, like a lot of them, especially when I went to the fitness expo, like they were real, but people would still comment and be like, this is staged. So I was like, okay, I can't win. Then I started learning that people won't trust you as much if they think your videos are staged, which makes complete sense. I actually had this guy that like analyzes YouTube channels and tells you what's good and what's bad about your channel. He told me that it's pretty obvious with my channel, somewhere along the way I lost trust with my subscribers. And I don't know if that's because of my prank videos or because of my like skit videos. I don't know if it's something else. I would honestly love to know. I would love to know, because if there's something I did to break your trust, I want to fix it. Like, I legitimately want to fix it. And that's why I stopped doing those videos, because I didn't want people to not trust me. And I actually enjoyed kind of making the videos. Like, every time I'd edit them and finish them, I would be laughing. I was making myself laugh. So I didn't mind making the videos. They performed really well. I got a lot of hate, but also a lot of love, a lot of followers, a lot of people. Like I said at the beginning, a lot of you found me from my pranks, and I didn't think that they were harmful. A lot of them, I was just like, okay, if somebody actually finds this harmful, like, that's ridiculous. But the most important thing to me is to have people's trust. And I started to realize that it's so much more important to have people's trust and respect than just to have a million views or whatever. It's quality over quantity. I look back on my old videos and I see I would get so many comments on my old videos when I only had like 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 subscribers, but I would get like 200 something comments. And I've seen people with 1 million subscribers and they literally have like 3 comments. So my videos now, it's very clear to me that a lot of those people aren't around, and maybe you're not watching, maybe you are watching but you're just not commenting. But I don't know what I did for that to happen. And that's what I really want to figure out. That's why I'm making this video, because if I did something, like I just said, I want to fix it and I'm sorry. That's why I decided to go back to what I was originally doing, which was like educational content or just fun, helpful content, things about mental health, things like that. I remember when I was making content like that, people were really, really engaged. And I remember just having such more of an impact on people. And I felt like people actually trusted me back then. And I really just want that back, to be honest with you. I got over that phase of wanting the validation from other people because I realized it doesn't matter. And maybe this could be a lesson for all of you watching too. If you're in that phase right now, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you validate yourself and that you accept yourself, and others will catch on or they won't, but it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're the one looking in the mirror. Nobody else is standing there looking in the mirror with you. So you have to love yourself and accept yourself, like I said. But that's where I'm at right now. If other creators include me or not in their group, doesn't make a difference to me. I've learned it's okay to fly solo. Obviously, I want friends in this space. I want to feel like I have people around me that motivate me and that I can relate to. But if people don't accept me, then like it's not my job to try to convince them to accept me. That's just the way it is. And that was a really hard lesson for me to learn, but I learned it. And that's why I'm just going back to my roots. I'm going back to why I started this channel, because I wanted to help people. I still do want it to be my career. That's why I've been putting so much love and research into how to make the best videos I can possibly make. Watch my recent videos, the quality has gone up so much because I've been putting a lot more time into my videos. And I learned that slow growth is actually okay. A lot of people just want quick. I need it now, but it's okay. Delayed gratification is so underrated. I just want to say I'm sorry to anybody that I may have disappointed along this way, because like I said, I did start to lose myself and probably lost you as well. And I hope that you can forgive me. I'm growing. You know, it's weird being on social media because people watch you grow up, and along the way you're gonna make mistakes, and your mistakes are public, and it's a really weird thing. But if you don't feel that way and you loved my prank videos, then I guess I'm sorry, because you won't be seeing much of them. And I don't want to say I'll never make another prank video again, because never say never, but that's just not the type of content that I want to make right now. And I would love to know what you guys want to see from me. I remember before I would make a lot of cooking videos, or I would make a lot of videos about training. Like I did videos like training like the Avatar or training like whoever. I could do those videos again. I have recently been doing a lot of educational videos to help mostly people that are beginning at the gym, because like I said, that's the reason I started. I wanted to help people that were just beginning their journey so they didn't have to go through the same struggles that I went through. But I hope that you can be understanding and patient with me. I've learned a lot of lessons since I started this channel, and I hope that you can take something from this too. Don't get lost in wanting people's validation. If you are, this is your wake-up call. A lot of people, them giving you approval is actually just them seeing that you're doing well, so they're gonna approve of you while you're doing well, but then if you stop doing well, all of a sudden they're gone. So you got to be careful, because a lot of the times what it seems like is approval is actually not. It's just people wanting to be in your circle just because you're doing well, but they're not real. They're not going to actually support you when you're not doing well. So you have to be careful. Oh my gosh, please be careful. Because that happened to me too. A lot of people, they wanted to be my best friend whenever my TikTok was doing so well. And then all of a sudden, when I stopped doing those videos, those people are gone. They don't talk to me anymore. And that was another reason I was like, oh, other people's validation does not matter. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. I haven't done one of these vulnerable videos in a while, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you look forward to the new style of content that I'm gonna do. I still wanna do humorous videos. I still wanna have fun. I still wanna be entertaining, and I will be entertaining. I know this video was very serious, but that side of me will never go away. I'm a goofy, freaking goober, and that's never gonna go away. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good ass day.